Ready? Here's one.
Give me one scoop.
You want just one? You want to make a smaller one? Wait, how about that one? Can you roll that one? Nice. Whoa, look at those skills. Look at those skills. So here are meatballs.
I'll catch you on the flip side. Don't try.
Nice. Let's say goodbye to Puppy.
Can I just hold her up
Yeah,
here?
you can hold her. Sloane, what are we gonna make today?
Meatballs.
Meatballs. What made us want to make meatballs? Remember?
Because I made a list of meatballs on my book.
We made a list of things that maybe we'd like to make, and Sloane said meatballs. What is this? Let's talk about these ingredients. What is this?
Meat.
It's meat, right? And what does meat, or this is actually beef, right? So it's from cows. And so what does that actually help your body do?
Helps you get stronger and helps you get bigger and helps your muscles get good and helps your body get and your brain get better.
There you go. So many benefits of protein. And so we were actually talking about the benefit of protein from the standpoint of actually iron. Sloane was having, we saw some bruises, right, from playing around, and we said, okay, how can we help that? And one of those things was iron from protein. Now, we can get iron from other foods, but just one being from animal sources is what we call heme iron. It's something that can help our body just a little bit more. Let's see, we can have them by themselves. Yeah. Oh, you're hungry? We should make these. So let's do this. Let's talk about the ingredients.
We actually need milk. I didn't know that.
Well, it's one thing we can do, and it's really interesting actually. Let's talk about why we use milk in meatballs. I'm gonna point and you tell me what is this. Okay, so we talked about this. What is this? So it's meat, it's beef, right? So you can use a higher fat beef or a leaner beef. This is 85%. Usually a hamburger or meatballs that taste really flavorful will have a higher percentage of fat. And so that fat in there can make it taste good, but you can also get leaner if you want to. If you're looking just to kind of save calories, whatever you want to do, you can go to like 90-95% lean. 95% lean is hard to find, 90% you can usually find.
No.
Milk, nice. And then what is this right here? That is breadcrumbs. So breadcrumbs and milk, that's gonna help bind our meatball. But we wanna know that you can end up using eggs if you want to instead of breadcrumbs and also milk. But if you want a moister, maybe easier to eat for some little people, you can use breadcrumbs and you can also use milk. So I'm sure you can use something like an almond milk if you want to go with a dairy substitute. You can also use a different kind of breadcrumb. You can use panko if you want to. We're just using like a regular Italian breadcrumb. Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan. Can everyone see that? And we also have here, we have garlic. So let's smell that. What does it smell like? Garlic. And then we have salt, and we also have oregano. We had some fresh oregano, but you can use just
But
oregano.
I already did.
Awesome. So that's actually what we do. We start with this by combining both the breadcrumbs and the milk. So go ahead and pour both of those in there.
I did. See?
I want you to pour all of it in there.
Oh, all of this.
Yep, all that.
Oh.
Nice. Perfect, babe. And then put the milk in there. And then, cool. One thing I'll definitely recommend whenever you're starting a recipe, you might forget, but always start with
Let's mix it, okay?
Yep, you mix it up. Always start with the dishwasher that you can add some dry dishes to. Always a quick, easy way to not get overwhelmed. This is good to mix and kind of let this sit for a second. Really says like 5 minutes or so. This recipe calls for actually letting the meatballs sit in like a tomato sauce to cook, but Sloane prefers them not in tomato sauce. We're just gonna make them, we're gonna put them right on the skillet here, and we'll see how to do that. You can let this sit longer. I think it looks good. And Sloane is hungry. So we're gonna try and make these sooner. So let's take the rest of these ingredients and talk about them. So that's number one. Let's put the meat in here. Do you wanna touch it?
Yeah.
Okay, grab it, put it in. No?
No.
How about I grab some and then I'll leave some for you. Sloane, can you use a spoon then? Just look up the bowl and you put it in here. Nice. Oh, we missed some. That's okay. We're all good. Can you do me a favor? Grab the Parmesan cheese. Oh, just whole thing. Just grab the whole bowl and then put it right in here. Just dump the whole thing. Nice. And then the other thing we need, is that everything? If you ever need to, just use your hand. Who loves salt in our family? Sloane does love salt. And we also had just oregano. Now I had some fresh oregano from, I was making chimichurri before, so we're just gonna take this. You can chop this up really finely, but I'm just gonna tear this up just a little bit.
I'm gonna get some salt now.
I get some salt. You know what you can do? You wanna just dump the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Dump the whole thing. Nice.
Can I mix it
Yeah, you can mix it, but guess what we're gonna use to mix, and it's gonna help a little bit more. You can use your spoon, but we can also use our hands. And Mom's home, it's a family affair. Okay, so we have our oregano. I said basil before, I may have said basil, this is oregano though.
Yeah.
So we have that, and if you are using dried oregano, just really stick to the dried oregano amount. When you use fresh, it's gonna be less impactful than the dried. Mom, you can walk through here. This is family time.
You can meet our guests.
Guests in the kitchen?
You can say hi.
Alright, we're mixing. As you can kind of see, it's
my mom.
combined. She's with DM, right? Our baby sister.
My baby sister, not baby sister, like my daddy.
Alright, ready? So does this look combined? Does it look like it's mixed up really well? Does it?
Fine.
Okay, so the next thing, after we've preheated our pan here, we want to, it says the recipe that we follow here would tell us that
No, it says that we have to.
it's hot, it's hot. What's that?
Let it sit.
What do you mean let, oh, you mean, you know what we let sit was the breadcrumbs and the milk. Yeah, we didn't do it as long as it said, but like, sometimes you just take some creative freedom in your recipes. So this looks pretty good, but it says split this up into 12 different pieces. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll little balls out of these, and then we can put the rest in the oven. So I'm gonna wash my hands, and then we're gonna make little balls, okay? So, well, I guess I got some olive oil in the pan. So there's some olive oil. And then this is what I need.
Cook some feet.
Cook some feet. What would your feet taste like, you think?
My feet would taste like.
Why don't you tell everyone? Tell everyone else. What would it taste like? Okay, you tell me what's up. Oh no, stinky skunks.
Like.
Say it out loud. Say it out loud. No one wants secrets.
Stinky skunk.
Stinky skunks.
I.
So I took 2 spoonfuls and we're just gonna roll. Put this over here. We can turn this up a little bit more, I think. We wanna wait for it to sizzle. When you hear this sizzle, can you raise both hands and wiggle them?
Like, no.
Yeah.
Can I say hi to Bang Baby?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I haven't seen Sissy for a long time.
Haven't I know?
Hi, Sissy. I'm over here. Sit. I'm here. Here. I'm at home with you. I'm at home with you. I'm at home.
What does this look like? What kind of size is that, you think? Does it look like a bowling ball or a golf ball or a soccer ball?
A golf ball.
A golf ball size. Ready? Here's one.
Give me one scoop.
You want just one? You want to make a smaller one? Wait, how about that one? Can you roll that one? Nice. Whoa, look at those skills. Look at those skills. Nice. I'm proud of you. Perfect. You're doing really good at this. Do you think that you are gonna like food better that you cook or food that someone else cooks for you?
Yeah, someone else cooks for me.
Oh yeah. Be careful, that pan's hot, okay? There's that. Nice.
Hi, little busy sissy. Hi, little busy sissy. Hi, little busy sissy. I am little busy sissy.
And we're gonna start to cook them in the pan. And we're just gonna put them in the oven. So normally you could have a pot of like 28 ounces of like crushed tomato sauce. That's just gonna be like one of the bigger cans of tomato sauce that you would probably just find in the store. Pretty easy to find. And then you would just have a pot right now. It'd be hot, and you would just basically
it's clicking now.
plate.
It's doing it now.
You hear it? It's sizzling. Nice. It is.
Now let's take it out.
Okay. Well, we have to cook them, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna allow this to just kind of cook here. We can kind of roll them around. We're gonna take this in a preheated oven. We're just gonna place it right into a 375 degree oven.
See you later.
Do you want to try some meatballs?
Do you want to try them?
No, I was asking you. Do you want to try meatballs?
Yeah!
All right, here we go.
I'll make it up.
I know, it's off now though. So here are meatballs. I gave it a little bit of a twist. We did 375, 20 minutes. I think they look pretty good. And let's do a spoon. I'll grab some of these. So I think they look pretty good. Oh, got drippies. Here, smell it. This is mine.
Smells like meatballs. Okay.
Let's grab two of these.
If we always do a snack review, we blow on it.
Oh,
Make
it's
sure
hot.
it's not too
It's
hot.
gonna be hot right now.
We wait for them to cool off. Like they're not too hot now, and then we try it. So I'm gonna try mine. Okay. It smells.
They're only gonna be hot. Put it down. I don't want to hold that hot meatball. Here, I'll try some. I'll cut some with this spoon. What does it taste like?
You can't bite it yet.
Here, I'll try this one.
Can you do it for me?
Mmm. Well. Hot. I would add a little bit of salt. I think we could have put more salt in the recipe, number one, so more than half of a tablespoon, or half of a teaspoon. And the other thing is, always let it cool down a little bit. Put a little more salt, a little more flavor. But one thing I love about this meatball, because I do tend to make some of, that's a lot of salt. Sometimes I tend to make my meatball with egg. And remember, when you use an egg, that's gonna make it a lot firmer and a little bit tougher when you use it. This used milk, and it also used a little bit of breadcrumb, well, a good amount, about a half of a cup. And that made it a softer kind of texture. So it's very soft, don't you think so? Thumbs up? You like it? 10 thumbs up? Nice. Well, should parents and kids make this at home?
Yes.
Nice.
You should make this at home. Kids.
What are you going to eat this with?
If you have kids. But you don't have to have kids.
So you can make it with kids or without kids. It's pretty delicious. Do you want to have pasta with this?
Yeah.
Say it out loud. Tell everyone else. Say it out loud. Quick, quick, quick. Say it out loud. Say it out
I
loud.
want to show you.
Okay, tell me. Okay. Well,
Don't tell everyone.
let's see if we can. Let's eat it with. I think we're gonna have just some fiber, and then we can also eat with some pasta. And I think that's gonna be good. Definitely take this recipe. Put a little more salt in there. I would say almost double. So go with a full teaspoon. I think it'll be good. But Sloane gives this 10 thumbs up. It's pretty good here. and pretty easy to make, if you ask me. Alright guys, take care. Wave goodbye. We'll see you guys later.
Wait.
I don't know, we can see them later. I don't know, see them just next time. I'm gonna give a big wave like this. Like this. Goodbye.
There!
Ah!
Oh.